Today's movie contains 12 minutes of foreign movie trailers, 15 minutes of flashbacks, and opening credits that show you the climax of every major plot point in the movie. It still only manages to be 90 minutes long. And oh yeah, it's directed by Alan Smithy, the pseudonym directors use when they're embarrassed by their films. It is from 1991, stars Adrian Paul, and is called The Owl. First, some foreign movie trailers.
Quante volte l'ho detto non toccarmi con la pistola nella mano sinistra?
Pokušajte da ih pronađete u najbližem bioskopu. Tri muškarca I noga.
The movie begins with a man bringing his daughter to a train station. He is immediately kidnapped and never returns, so the little girl wanders off and wanders directly into a convenience store being robbed. But the owl breaks up the robbery, and two police officers that just happen to be in the convenience store talk about the owl. She overhears this and begs the owl to help her find her dad.
You got a choice. Either walk to the squad car or be carried.
You mutant.
Hoot, dirtbag.
Who the hell is he anyway?
The owl.
He's actually for real?
Yeah, he really exists. If you got a cause he likes and the right price, he'll help you out. What the hell? He can't sleep. He might as well do something with his time.
But something happened to my dad! Honey! You got to! You just gotta help me!
After a bunch more crying from the little girl and a conversation between the two, the owl agrees to save her dad for $520. What happened to her dad anyways? Oh yeah, he was kidnapped by a rapping steroid salesman.
You don't look so good, Dr. Man, but you can look better, you see. All you gotta do is drop that formula on me.
I destroyed it!
Oh, come on. No man ruins his life work. That makes you a real jerk. You got it in your head or you write it down. Now give it to me now. Or you gonna try.
Apparently the owl really needs that $520 because he brings the little girl back to his apartment to keep track of her, where the female cop is waiting. Turns out the female cop is his girlfriend. That's how she knew so much about the owl. The problem with their relationship, though, is every time they make out, he has a flashback about his dead wife. No, seriously, every single time they kiss, he has a flashback. He leaves, walks down the street for 5 minutes of movie time, enhances the plot absolutely zero, and then comes back to have another flashback. This time, he leaves the apartment again, drives to a warehouse to work out, and intercut with the workout scenes is 9 minutes and 40 seconds of slow motion flashbacks of his wife and kid being blown up. They show her walking from the house to the car, and it takes 9 minutes and 40 fucking seconds. Finally, the owl has decided that he's had enough of working out the flashbacks of his wife being blown up and goes to save the dad. But the dad has already given the bad guys the formula to his steroids. And the steroids are so powerful that they instantly make you stronger and make your jacket disappear in between scenes.
Finally, I'm trapped. A bit.
With a little help from his bulletproof coat, the owl easily defeats the steroid guy by throwing him into a pit of fire that's on a ship for some reason, and finds out that the bad guy is the same bad guy that killed his wife and daughter, and he has one chance at revenge. Sadly, the owl is not able to get his revenge, or his $520. Turns out the little girl's lying and doesn't have any money. So the owl walks off into the fog heroically in search of his wife and daughter's murderer. But first, he has to have 3.5 more minutes of flashbacks before the closing credits. This movie, from first scene to last scene, is just 74 minutes long, with 15 minutes of flashbacks and 5 minutes of him walking down the street between sex scenes that contain no sex. Why does this movie exist? How do you only get 55 minutes out of an Adrian Paul movie? They got 42 out of every Highlander episode. Tom Holland directed this, the guy that directed Child's Play, and he put it under the pseudonym Alan Smithy because he didn't like the flashbacks either. But without the flashbacks, the movie's only 58 minutes long, so you can't really blame the studio for trying to pad this out. They wanted a feature film, and he made a freaking TV pilot. It makes no sense. They give away every major plot point in the opening credits, which is why I don't feel bad about telling you the plot in this video, because they show all the important scenes in the opening goddamn credits. It makes no sense. Why is this a movie? Why? The acting's horrible to boot. The editing makes no sense. It jumps all over the place. The flashback is just the same scene over and over and over and over. I went to the bathroom during it. I was at work and cooked a whole order during it. I don't know why this movie exists. This movie gets 15 flashbacks out of 10 for 2 action scenes that aren't very action-filled, 2 sex scenes that aren't very sex-filled, and 15 minutes of flashbacks that aren't very plot-filled, leaving us with 40 minutes of uninteresting, bad dialogue and bad acting. Thank you for watching, and as always, I shall try to do better next time. Here is one last bonus scene from the movie, and of course, it's a flashback.